So, Horror Nights is back. We're going to talk all about the breaking news. Well, not really breaking, that you're watching this a couple days after you've already heard the announcement. But anyway, we're going to talk all about it. And what are some two big factors that I am thinking about other than the haunted houses coming back for a daytime preview. So stick around on that of this episode of Zombie Chris Talks Horror Nights. Working title. Yeah, so Horror Nights announced that they are back. This was sort of a underground big rumor that was coming out. Not too many folks knew about this, but then it sort of started having some rumblings here and there that Horror Nights was maybe talking about doing an event. I've heard so many different things. I've heard, it was a scare zone type event like Hollow Scream. I heard that they were only going to do a couple of houses. I heard 2 houses. I heard 5 houses. But we have the official announcement. Universal is doing a taste, or they call it a taste of, what's it called? A Halloween seasonal experience testing, which is a big mouthful of words. So what they are doing is Universal Monsters, The Bride of Frankenstein Lives is actually a house that we will be able to experience, and Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. Now, the big deal about this is, one, they've never done Horror Night houses during the daytime except the Stranger Things, but that was sort of a promotional daytime Netflix type of deal. That's why they did that. It was just an extra type of thing they threw out there. But this is the first time they're actually going to really give us a true experience of Horror Nights during the daytime operations, along with the store being open, along with these 2 houses, along with snacks, some other type of stuff they're not really disclosing quite yet, that will be taking place, but it is only from September 19th through the 20th. Not quite sure if that's going to extend. I've heard rumors otherwise. I've heard rumors it's going to go on like a normal Horror Nights event and all the way till November 1st. Not quite sure if there's going to be an only weekends type of thing, or if it's going to be, a full Monday through Sunday type of deal. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, this is a testing to see how things are going to fare out over time for this one. So, my 2 big takeaways from this is not the houses. The houses are cool. That is awesome. We'll see how they are when they open. Plexiglass, how scary they are, if they pack the house, or if they're going to have less actors, or if they alter certain scenes. We'll have to see all that in person. But the 2 big takeaways I am taking away from this is, one, they are testing out the virtual experience, the virtual line experience, the queue line that Universal has for these houses, the virtual line experience, they call it. That's the first time ever they're going to be doing this with Horror Nights. And the rumors were that it was going to be introduced with this year of HHN 30 event, that you were going to line up in the virtual line experience. Now, between the regular queue line and then this, and then having the express pass, it was going to be interesting to see how that all played out for this event, whether you didn't need the express pass, whether you can just use the virtual line on some of the bigger houses and it worked. We'll still have to wait and see how that's going to play out next season for Horror Nights, but we at least get a taste of it to see how this is going to operate with daytime operations as far as the crowds. Not quite sure if they're going to do virtual line and a regular queue line, if they're going to have express or not. They haven't stated that, but I do know they are probably going to put the barricades out and have a regular queue line, which is probably going to be long because folks are going to line up for this house all day. You're just going to do 2 houses. You're going to probably keep doing them over and over as much as you can. And there's no telling what the virtual line experience if you're going to be able to choose two houses, or you're just going to choose one house, you go through it, then you have to line up for the other house, later on. There's no saying of how that's going to play out. And the other big thing I am taking away from this is, down the street, there's a mouse that has a Halloween event. Now that event caters to adults, it caters to kids big time. It is one of the anti-horror night type of events that is pretty big. It obviously makes money. And Universal loves horror nights. Obviously, horror nights is a big time event. It's one of their biggest events of the year. It makes the most money, I'm pretty sure. But they've never been able to capitalize on the smaller kids audience, because you go to horror nights when you're a teenager, but you wouldn't quite go there when you're, 10 years old or 9 or 8 or 7. So this is the first time I've seen them do this. Trick-or-treating is going on at Universal's Islands of Adventure. It says, grab a free trick-or-treat bag for your little one and go door-to-door collecting treats. It says, participating retail stores this weekend, which is a good idea. It's a start of something. I can see them maybe incorporating something like this. Horror Nights is going to be at studios. If you have kids and you want to do sort of the trick-or-treating type event, you go to Islands. The only bad thing about this is they don't really have the properties that speak Halloween to kids. Like Mickey, you can dress him up as a vampire, and you got the Haunted Mansion, and you got some of the other characters that are kind of a mix in there with the Halloween kind of type of event. So it makes sense for Disney. But Universal, unless they just put random minion characters in trick-or-treat outfits, and maybe the Scooby Gang can hang out in Islands, but it doesn't make sense in the landscape of the park. It doesn't make sense. So, and you can't do anything with zoos, so it's really hard for them to do a Halloween event over there. You know what I mean? But I could see this being a start. Maybe they're just testing the waters. If they get a lot of kids, this is something they can try to incorporate, maybe a friendly type of event over at Islands. I'm not quite sure how they get around certain things. It would be great for them to do stuff in the Wizarding World, but I don't think they can. Seuss Islands off limits, Marvel Superhero Islands off limits, so kind of hard for them to do things. But that is it for the news. That is it for my thoughts on the houses. Like I said, we'll just have to see. Revenge of the Tooth Fairy has been kind of long rumored for many, many years now to be coming place. We'll have to see about that. Universal Monsters is always a really good house, minus that black light one they did years ago. I didn't care for that one, but I did really like the one they did last year, so this seems like it's going to be just on par with that one. And that is it for the rumors. That is it for the breaking news. And no, this is not exclusive. I got exclusive info on everything, and I'm just passing off rumors like it's like exclusive news. No, this is not that. I will talk about things when it's breaking, other than the Horror Night Nightmares speculation map, which is just fun to speculate. But really, I like talking about things when they are official, not when there's early rumors, because rumors are just that. They're a rumor. Things change all the time, so I don't want to put out a video talking about it's going to be 5 houses and then it's only 2 houses. Then I look like I got egg on my face. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm excited for this. Will you be there this opening weekend practically? I'm not quite sure if they're going to announce any more weekends, but will you be there this weekend to experience it on Saturday, which is pretty much the big day, and Sunday? Let me know down in the comment section. What do you think? What do you think will be the best house of the 2? And are you excited for this little taste of Horror Nights, or did you feel like you much prefer for them to just kept this stuff until next year and kind of gave us the full run through? I don't know. Anyway, that is my thoughts. That is the breaking news. Leave it down in the comment section. What do you guys think? And as always, thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you on another video very, very soon. Peace out.